tries to do the angel wings. Let's see.
Okay.
7. So...
Okay, well, hey, that's way better than a fail, though.
Yep.
On a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you are all separated, or you all appear in the wrong place. So I think this time you do keep a good hold of Hawk. When you teleport and kind of come to, you end up between shipping crates.
Well, I don't know how you've renovated the place in the last week. I would not put it past you to just fill the place with shipping crates. But I'm pretty sure this is not good coffee.
I'm gonna get that one of these days. I guess we're walking.
Yeah, let's do it quietly.
I was gonna suggest montage style.
I mean, you know what? Let's do it.
Aw, yeah.
I don't know how to do that in real life, but that sounds fun.
You know what? I love it. There is a stealthy Scooby-Doo-esque montage where you bounce back and forth between shipping containers, and eventually you evade the looks of the workers, who really are not. Even if they did see someone walking around, they probably wouldn't pay it too much mind, or enough to care anyway. But you managed to get out of there, but you still need to get back to the coffee place and also figure out what has happened with Charlie and Debbie.
Oh, darn it, Charlie. Do you have my phone?
No, here, I'll call it real quick.
Anywhere? It's on vibrate.
And
so
just
good.
quiet in the car.
Okay, wait, be real still.
Okay, so after a few rings, you can't hear it anywhere in the vicinity, but the phone is picked up. Hello, who is this?
I just called to you to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Who owns this phone?
Quick. I think we left it at the
Yes,
ranger station.
Okay, well. Oh, that's not good. Let's call. Can we call Alex? No.
Okay,
Call
bling,
Hawk.
bling.
God damn, did you... God, who did this to my phone? I can't hit it. Yeah, Charlie, you guys... Hey, you okay? Y'all okay?
We're mostly okay, but we might have just been compromised. The Rangers have my mom's phone. And she's never been good at setting up passwords. So... this might be a pickle.
Alright. Well...
To ask him if he sees it. Is he still there? Ask him if he checked the ground. Check the bathroom.
I'm not...
Where are you guys?
I'm not there, Debbie.
Darn.
We're back at a good coffee by now. You just... I think...
Well...
You can buy.
Mom, there.
I smell like fish.
Wait, I have questions. Maybe better in person. They might be listening. I'm sounding like Robin now. Mom, they're at Good Coffee. Let's head that way and figure out a plan of attack from there.
Okay.
So you have all met up at Good Coffee. So let's take stock of what we know.
Let's take the steaks.
Let's cook these steaks.
Let's cook these steaks.
Oh boy. Okay. So we got information about attacks, right?
Yeah, you have a list of
Maybe
attacks.
we can give this to Wilson and see
Yeah.
if there's like the pattern, if there's a pattern there, particularly one of the.
Well, hold on there a second. I'm not gonna go crawling back to Wilson every time we get a clue. We've got the stuff right here. Charlie, you're a smart boy.
Well, we could pull up on the internet, look up the lunar cycle and just match the dates.
We can also do that.
So I think before you have a chance to get to a place where you can do that, Wilson pings you, Hawk. He doesn't page you because that's for old people. He's gonna shoot you a text that just says, "You were right. Confirmed attacks line up with full moon."
So, good news and bad news. Okay, hold on. How long is it until the next full moon?
3 days.
Alright, we got good news and bad news, folks. Good news is, we were right, and we know when the next attack's gonna be. Bad news is, we got 3 days.
Oh boy, and the color runs out of Charlie's face.
How interesting.
That's not too bad. That's 400 hours?
It's That's everything.
All right, we just worked on books. We'll teach you math one day, Alex. Look, here's.
Well, we got some more bad news.
All right.
They have my mom's phone, and more than likely they know what we look like. And so far, the only areas that we know of attacks, or where we found tracks, is in where we just got discovered.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's going to be a walk in the park, because it's going to be more like a running around and hiding in the park kind of situation. But, alright, hold on. So, let's talk about what we know so far. We know that the attack's going to happen in 3 days.
259,200 seconds.
Yes, exactly. I think that's correct. So we know there's that.
Yeah, and so far all the things I've been able to find have been about werewolves, but you guys have confirmed that all the werewolves are accounted for, right?
Well, what we know is that it's not really a werewolf in the sense of the traditional. It's a man that turns into a wolf on the full moon. It's more like something that can just change from one form to another, and there's a scary form that comes out on the full moon. According to the tracks, we think it just turns into something
docile,
more
less menacing.
Docile. Yeah, at least, and it uses it to lure in its victims. So whatever it is, it's probably cute, like a cat or a puppy or just a baby version.
It's probably gonna want to blend in.
So
It's probably gonna want to look into some of the local herbivores in this area.
We're definitely gonna need to know the fauna of the park that we just left and are gonna have to sneak into.
We also do know.
Point.
We can use silver bullets to kill it, like Marty did to the Reverend.
Well, I think Alex is just generally
book.
going to be our secret weapon in this case, because I think most of these offshoots are not werewolves, are demonic in nature, and Alex, you are an angel, so you are its weakness.
Alex pulls out their flaming sword.
And that...
Hey, we don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
Alex just screams a victory cry while holding the sword up
Put
to
it
the
away.
ceiling.
Put it away.
Charlie goes and pulls down all the blinds real quick on all the windows.
The ceiling of good coffee gets scorched just ever so slightly.
I imagine that's probably not the first time.
No, it is. If you look up, there's a lot of those scorch marks.
A real Jackson Pollock of sword wounds.
Also, in case we don't have Alex, you could bless some of our knives and stuff, and that should be able to work against this thing as well.
Oh, I've been wanting a holy hand grenade ever since I watched Monty Python. Hold on, I know exactly who it is. I'm gonna go get Francis out of the back of my car real fast.
I mean, Alex is down to bless anything and everything.
I've never been so happy in my life.
Okay, so I love this idea. So I think, obviously, 3 days is when the next attack is going to come. You've got to figure out where the thing is and what it looks like. And to go into this encounter, you're going to have enchanted weapons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I want each of you to pick one object. I don't want to assume. So, you tell me. My thought, I guess, was that you were going to just use magic to enchant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Hawkins, can I have my big knife back?
I don't want you close to the thing, Charlie. The answer is yes, in case. But if you're going to use something, it better be that 9mm that I trained you to use.
My thought was that I could telekinesis throw it at the werewolf.
That's terrifying. That's a very terrifying thought.
That sounds like a good way for one of us to get a knife to the leg.
How about instead of throwing a knife, we just shoot a gun, because it's easier. And you don't have to use your brain unless you're trying to do that. Whatever that movie where you curve the bullet was.
Oh, I can do that.
I don't know what it was. Just
silver bullets.
All right, but don't try it.
Okay. So I'm because we're enchanting 3 things.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What does Debbie want to enchant?
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, tell me, Debbie. What do you want?
Oh, I don't do magic.
Well, how about here? You take my lucky knife.
It's blessed by the Lord.
Oh, wait, did someone say is it holy magic? Is it, I mean, not magic. Is it, okay. So I'm blessing something for the Lord. I have that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, well, I would like to bless van to carry us safely to and from all of our destinations.
Please let Debbie run over the creature with her magically blessed van. That's all that I need.
God.
Oh my god.
Dear Lord. Wait, in the name of the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit.
Okay,
Amen. Dear Lord, please bless this van because it has precious cargo. And it's getting a little bit old. And thank you, Lord, for every little part of everything in it. And amen.
Can Alex do magic to bless that? Can Alex do magic to enchant it? Please.
I love it. Because there is a van, among other things, I want to call this Big Magic.
Ooh.
The holy minivan.
So,
Big Magic.
So just for reference, there is a requirement when you want to do something beyond. So beyond just enchanting one thing, you're going to enchant 3 things, one of them being a van. So for the limitation, I think I like this. The spell needs to be cast at a particular place or time, and I think that's because there is a limited time on how long you can infuse this with magic. I don't think you can all at once infuse a gun, a knife, and a van, like, permanently.
Whoa. A gun, a grenade.
Oh, sorry, a gun, a grenade, and a van, yes. So I want to call this big... So I think you're going to have to gather the strength, and you're going to need to do it presumably right before.
Oh, that's so good.
Encounter.
Okay.
So now you've got approximately 72 hours before the monster strikes.
Yeah, Alex is getting a to-do list too. Use Big Magic to bless gun, grenade, and van.
Make sure I can get some kind of tracker going on, and I'm going to work on devising a plan to get the park rangers away from where we need to be.
Out of curiosity, Hawk, could you not just have your government organization say, hey, we need you guys out of there because we're the government?
Yeah, the problem is that the rest of the government doesn't know that we exist. We're kept secret for a reason. We don't need you. Hey, you remember how that park ranger reacted when you decided to blow up the walkie-talkie in his goddamn hand?
I'm just saying.
Imagine if that was everybody. Imagine if that was
the Note 8
everybody.
just decided to do that, so it's not completely strange.
What I'm saying is it is completely strange, according to people. You just gotta roll with me. That's one thing that I don't want, but you know what? I might try and see if I can get someone to help me, at least. Hi guys, this is Aubrey, your not GM, but player, here to go over a few announcements about Charlie and the Monster Factory. First, we'd like to say that we do have a Twitter. It is at CharlieMonPod. If you've enjoyed this podcast, we would really love it if you gave us a follow or maybe tweeted about us or at us or something like that. Speaking of Twitter, Hannah, the person who plays Debbie in this campaign, has agreed to create some art, as she is a wonderful artist, for a Twitter giveaway. If we reach 250 followers, then we will post some rules and eventually we will give away her art to a lucky listener. Right now, she's thinking the Good Coffee logo, which very much excites me, and I hope that excites you. So for that, once again, go to Twitter, and you can follow us. We are at CharlieMonPod. It's also where we do our announcements for episodes and also just other giveaways like this. Hopefully, the more followers we get, the more things we can give away. The second thing is that Austin, the keeper of this campaign, and I will both be at PodCon 2 this upcoming weekend. So if you've enjoyed the show and you're going to be at PodCon, please come by the Positive Thoughts table, which is where we will be, and come talk to us, because we would love to meet you and hang out for a little bit. The last thing is simply that we truly appreciate the fact that you are listening to our podcast and giving feedback. If you don't mind, go on to whatever podcast app that you listen to the show with and give us a rating and a review. We would really appreciate it. And even more importantly than that, if you'd be so kind, tell a friend about it. Try to get them to listen to it if you think that they would like it. We enjoy making this, and we enjoy that other people are enjoying listening to it. So that is it. Thank you so much for listening again, and now let's get back to the action.
All right, so it has been almost 3 days, not quite, 2 and change, since our hunters were last together, preparing for the big encounter, the hunt, as it were, with our unknown, kind of known, a little bit known monster. So, Charlie, in your attempt to gather as much information as you can and prepare yourself, what have you been doing?
So I think what Charlie would like to do is compare the tracks, the smaller tracks that the shapeshifter's using, and see if you can connect that to any of the local fauna in the area. Like, what could it hide as in its, I guess, in its like docile form.
Okay.
Is what Charlie's gonna want to find out, and then he's probably also gonna be training with the gun because he probably needs more training.
Okay, cool. So between I don't know, shooting range sessions and research binges, are you pulling all nighters for this one, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So in your I don't know, your quest for knowledge, you kind of cross-reference some of the pictures and information that you've gained with some of the things that you've seen in some of the books. So if I remember correctly, you pulled some sort of like hunter's fauna type almanac thing.
Yeah, basically like the local, like a almost, we think we can describe it like the biology book of the area.
Right. Yeah.
Study of the local biome.
There we go.
Yeah. So there are a few different species of rabbit that are typically found in Washington. What you actually find is that the tracks are more consistent with a pygmy rabbit. It is the smallest rabbit in North America, usually measuring only about 11 inches. And they are usually slate gray and found in denser areas, most commonly in south central Washington, but they're kind of around different areas. So that is what you have found. It's most likely a pygmy rabbit, as the tracks tend to line up with the smaller size, and there's not another rabbit really in Washington that is that size.
Cool. Okay.
So
awesome.
You're dealing with a pygmy rabbit, at least in part. And then how's your shooting range training been going?
I feel like I should do a roll for that. So shooting is plus tough or kick some ass. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, it's not like obviously you're not gonna suffer harm as a consequence, but yeah.
It could be an act under pressure roll too.
You know what? Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's do an act under pressure as you're kind of living up to the stress of this encounter. Both because it's theoretically a scary monster, and also, there's some sort of interesting spirit or whatever inside you that you kind of have to deal with.
So since I've had my premonition and I'm trying to take steps towards preventing it from coming true, i.e. training, can I get +1 forward for that? I think that would fit. Yeah, you can use your +1 here. Oh, do I only get 1?
No, I just meant that you can make use of it here. Like it will apply here.
Oh no!
Wow.
Ooh, that was not it.
Oh,
pretty
no.
bad, huh?
Oh no!
All right. Well then, so with a 3, your training has been pretty bad.
Do I have work experience for this?
Okay, so in your training, the stress of trying to manage,
plus like the all-nighters, and
the all-nighters coupled with everything that's on your plate, but hunting the monster, trying to improve your ability to combat other things using
going to school,
a gun, trying to go to school, having a normal life with a mother who, God damn it, loves you and does her best. But
it sounds like the plot of like every pop punk song.
Yeah. It is just too hard for you to manifest, and the sort of lackluster performance you give on the shooting range is the straw that broke the camel's back, as it were. So you go into a rage. Well, you can go into a rage. If obviously you do your mark experience. If you don't, then your powers are unavailable till the end of the mystery. And I think the sort of inner darkness within you manifests itself, and you almost...
Do I break the gun? Is this what's going to happen?
You almost lose control. And so after rapidly emptying the rest of your clip into the target, which, by the way, you didn't get to center once, you throw the gun, and just in anger, and you turn around, and some of the staff who have sensed your anger and obviously don't want an angry kid to have a gun have started to step in. So you have an empty gun now. You've emptied it, but you are raging, and things can escalate to violence should you choose. All right there, son. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave right now, okay? We don't need you acting like this in our, well, the stakes are pretty high here, and somebody could get hurt, so for your own good, we're gonna ask you to leave.
Oh boy. Charlie is gripping the grip of the gun, white-knuckled, and he's just starting to walk towards, but as he's passing the dude that's confronting him, he's gonna cast Hex on him.
Okay. And what are you attempting to do?
I'm gonna make a contract disease, and
Whoa.
and I'm gonna try to make him vomit. And as Charlie is like, just like in the most like level tone, shut up. And then he does that.
Okay, so
Charlie, sweetie, how about you take a step back and reassess the situation? Maybe we need to sit down and count our blessings.
okay, so go ahead and roll to use magic.
Okay, plus weird. Oh no. Alright, go.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Real bad, huh? Real bad, huh? All right.
That is a 5. That is real bad.
Look at all that
5.
experience you're getting.
I know. Good for you.
You want Mark one
Charlie.
more?
That's what that means, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
man, Mark.
Oh wow.
So
Charlie never leaves. He just goes to the.
So in addition to the glitch, obviously there's going to be some extra consequences. So you choose your effect, which is you want the target to contract a disease, but then I also need you to choose a glitch.
I feel like there's a part of Charlie that's trying to kind of keep control of himself, and I think I'll take one harm, ignore armor.
Okay. So yeah,
And he's like physically straining to just try to like hold back.
yes, I really like that. And so what I'm going to do
Oh, there it
is
is.
say like you succeed, or at least the dark side of you succeeds in making this guy contract the disease, and he kind of takes a step back, and he immediately keels over and vomits as he's sort of reeling from this energy that he transferred in. He is down on the ground out for the kill, which catches the attention of some of the other people around. A few of the staff who are helping out on the range, including the owner and manager, and they have begun not to use them, but they're definitely on edge. And the owner, with his other hand, reaches for a phone and is starting to call the police.
Oh. Crap, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Charlie just kind of side eyes everyone and then just makes for the door in the most calm fashion, trying to move in a very deliberate kind of form, showing no he's not armed.
Okay,
Maybe.
so you're trying. So it's not like you're running. You're just trying to make it clear that you don't want to do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna call this act under pressure.
Okay. Oh boy.
Goodness. Here comes the last failure that makes Charlie level up.
Yeah.
Yes! That's exactly
There it is.
what
Oh my
Another
God.
5.
All right. So,
I just need one more. I just need one more to level up.
okay. All right. So this is a complete failure. So your actions do not appease. Do not appease anyone, and you are actually stopped physically from leaving by the security staff guarding the front door. And they are not going to let you get away while the owner has dialed 911 and informed the police that there is a kid acting strangely who poses a danger to himself and society. And as far as you know, they are on their way. So Debbie, how would you like to help out on this situation?
Hey, sweetie, how about we use my panic button move and we get the heck out
So
of here,
meta.
huh?
Just with a blanket stare, Charlie just turns to Debbie and then cocks his head to one side. What?
Oh, we're gonna go. Let's just go. Let's go this
All
way.
right,
Commit.
There we
button.
go.
Give me that roll. Plus sharp.
Oh my god!
Wow, another 5, huh?
Wow, that's literally 3 5s in a row.
Yeah.
5,
for a
5,
total
5,
of-
almost
For a total
remarkable.
of 4 failed rolls so far this session.
Oh, we're gonna get out now before the monster.
Or we're just all gonna die.
So it says I'm caught halfway out. Is basically what a mess is. So now I can try to talk my way out of this.
Okay, so yeah, so they recognize that you are with Charlie, and they assess you as a threat, not someone who's actively trying to make the situation better. So you bolt for the door, and security grabs you too, and you and Charlie are together, but a security guard stands between you and the door, with a couple of angry staff who have weapons at the ready, and the police are on their way.
Okay. Alex is just sitting there meditating right now. Alex does have a very special bond with Charlie. Is Alex aware that there is trouble happening with Charlie?
So, what
Would
would
you be able to feel my dark side coming out?
what would the nature of your relationship be that you can sort of feel these kinds of
I mean, the whole point of why Alex is even here in the first place is to protect Charlie.
right?
That is the end-all, be-all. Debbie at least believes that she prayed for Alex to appear. And, I mean, that's... Yeah, one of the hunters has a crucial role to play. That's Charlie, baby.
All right. So I think in your meditation, yes, that's good. Your meditation,
Yeah.
you're sort of tuning into divine energy, and when there's a disturbance in that, i.e., Charlie's dark side manifesting itself, you are able to sort of get that sense. You don't know the exact nature of what's happening. You just know that something is happening to Charlie
Now,
regarding the darkness.
if he has to interrupt his meditation to do something, would that lower the amount of big magic he can do?
So what I imposed on the limiter was that the time would be limited. So I think it's not a matter of not being able to do it, because it was always just you had to do it closer to when you were going to hunt, because there was a limited time on it. So doing it this way won't affect the actual magic of it.
Alex knows things are bad. Alex is going to use angel wings to just get right there and appear in front of all these armed men.
Oh, great.
Oh
okay.
my god.
Oh!
Y'all are gonna
What
make
bad
my
roll?
job a living
Okay,
hell.
so because you're not carrying anybody,
I
you
just
can
do
go
it.
instantly there.
Yeah.
Okay. So your angel wings take you there, and you... what does your entrance look like? So you're there instantly, but is it just like an apparition? Like you just... and you're there? Is it... Do you come in a ball of light that explodes and you unfurl your wings and your divine presence makes itself known? What, how does it look?
Well, it smells vaguely like coffee.
Alright.
And that's pretty much it. I just kind of... And it smells like coffee.
Okay.
Oh dear. You've got to, okay, so Debbie's standing there with Charlie and, newly apparated Alex.
Yes.
Okay. Can I try to talk to them now?
Well, you can. However, they are definitely going to have a reaction to somebody instantly appearing at Charlie's side, with a vague sense of coffee pervading the air. And there's just a general collection of what the fuck, and the owner rapidly dials 911 on the phone again. At this point, he's shaking. He can't quite get it to dial the first time, but he definitely wants to get them back on the horn to know that the situation has progressed exponentially in his eyes.
Lovely Keeper. You'll have to tell me whether you believe that this would be in Alex's wheelhouse of possibilities. Alex would like to do some sort of maybe magic to just have people kind of forget what they saw here.
Like Men in Black? Like
A little bit.
Okay. So, you want to use magic. So.
And I understand if that's big. I get that.
Yeah.
You know, if it uses up all of Alex's magic reserves so Alex can't bless the weapons like was originally planned, that might be okay, I suppose.
So yeah, this is going to be twofold.
Okay.
One, you will not be able to bless everything you set out to bless.
Mm-hmm.
The nature of that will have to depend on kind of what follows. But two, on a miss, there's going to be some pretty big consequences for that beyond just not having magic reserves.
Okay.
So, go ahead and roll plus weird.
Okay, first success of the game. Here we go.
God. Oh god. Oh god, thank god.
Okay, it is a
Thank
7.
god.
It's a 7. It's a 7.
Oh my god.
So just choose your effect and a glitch. So the effect, of course, was to kind of soothe everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the glitch?
I mean, I kind of liked Aubrey's idea of the problematic side effect that,
They forget more than...
yeah. Or maybe they just all, like, instantly pass out, too. Or, I don't know, they're still aggressive, but they don't know why anymore. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of them.
So the problematic side effect is your glitch that you're going with?
Yeah, problematic side effect.
Okay, so what happens is everyone sort of kind of takes a step back and blinks their eyes, and they look really confused to the point that some of them kind of come to out of their gaze, and they look around as they figure out what they were doing, and they have forgotten themselves. Like, they are suffering total amnesia. They're talking to each other, trying to figure out who they are, why they're in this place, is that a gun? Why is there a gun? Like, there's just mass pandemonium, and you are able to slip out in the midst of that, in the midst of that confusion. But there is some severe...
Oh, I'll do you one better. We don't slip out. I grab onto Charlie and Debbie, and I'm flying them back.
How often has this worked out for you?
One of these days.
All right, so give me that roll for your angel wings.
See, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, an
I
8
mean,
is
it's okay. It's okay.
So, on a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you are all separated or you all appear in the wrong place. So, Alex, you grab on to Charlie and Debbie, and you channel your energy, and you are back at Good Coffee. And it's just you. You're the only one that made it.
Another job well done.
Where am I?
Charlie, where are you? What do you see? What do you see, Charlie?
I think I'm in some broom closet in some random building downtown.
So Charlie, you kind of come to and you shake off. You get the broom out of your hair and you open the door, and you have just come out of the a janitor's closet at the University of Washington.
Oh boy.
Only people have seen you because class is currently happening right now, and people are roaming the halls. So as you step out of this janitor's closet, you get a couple of funny looks, and a staff professor who happens to be walking by says, "Hey, what were you doing in there?"
I don't think I know. Last time I checked, I was rushing for a fraternity, and I woke up in there. Where am I?
Jesus Christ. Okay. What fraternity was it?
Kappa Gamma Delta.
Kappa Gamma. Is that? Oh God. Is that the one that had the scandal last year? Are they doing it again? We told them they couldn't do anything on campus.
No, that's Phi. You're thinking of Phi.
There's so many I can't keep it straight. All right, look at me. I'm gonna go. What is your name?
I'm Charlie.
Charlie what?
Deville.
Charlie Deville. Okay, I'm gonna have a word with campus rec. Who's in charge? Who's in charge of that stuff? It's not campus rec. There's some society. I don't care. I'm gonna have a word, and you and me, we're gonna have a meeting. So just prepare yourself.
Okay.
I do want to interject real quick because I happened to look it up. Kappa Gamma Delta is a professional college sorority for women studying medicine and related professions.
So that's gonna have some consequences later. But for now, you are okay, and you are able to make your way back to Good Coffee by one way or another. Debbie, you appear in a house.
Oh.
It's a nice suburban home. The living room is decorated very quaintly. There's a small fish tank with a couple of small fish swimming around. There's sort of an old box TV with rabbit ears on top. An old faded leather couch. There's a TV table that's currently out in front of the couch that has some assorted mail and magazines and God knows what on it. And the most striking thing about this house in terms of features is that it's not yours.
Well, what do you know? I've ended up in some rando's house. I go over to the mail and I'm gonna read the name on it.
The name on it is addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Richard Douglas. And you happen to recognize them because they are your former neighbors.
My former neighbors?
Yes, they live next door to you in Parkland until they upgraded to a different house when Susan retired. They were just looking for different space now that their kids are out of the house.
So they used to live right next door to me.
They used to live next door, and they are still in Parkland, just in a different house that met their needs.
Mr. Douglas. I sure do miss them. I'm gonna go see. We're pretty good friends, so I'm gonna go see if they have any tasty treats in their fridge before I make my next move.
All right.
How's their fridge?
So,
is there any of Mrs. Douglas's famous cherry pie?
There is one slice of cherry pie left in the fridge
Oh,
under some saran wrap.
Darn.
So lucky.
Well, I guess I sneak out, I take some of the middle part, so it doesn't look like I took a slice out. You know what I mean? Like some of the middle part of the pie. Okay, I eat that. So it's like one finger full.
You eating it cold? It was in the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, cold pie? Is that not a thing?
I don't know. Is it to you?
Yes.
Okay, then it's...
Whoa, I have to know this. OOC. Does everyone else eat cold pie, or do you always warm it up?
Oh, yeah.
I think I've only ever eaten cold pie.
Yeah.
Okay. So Austin, you're weird.
No, I feel like a fruit pie. I like it a little warm.
I mean, I don't. It's both ways. But
I like
anyway.
the cold to come from the ice cream I put on top of it.
Oh, that's true.
Look at you, bougie pie eater. I got time to heat up my leftover pie and put ice cream on it.
You know,
A la mode,
my parents were divorced. Okay, I took my cold pie and I ate it.
We took pie where we could get it.
I had to climb uphill both ways to get pie.
I had to switch houses in order to eat pie. Okay?
So you
pie every other week.
So you raid Mrs. Douglas's fridge for her tasty cherry pie. So it's about the time of day where since Susan's retired, she could be anywhere for all you know. But you are at least sure that Richard, as it is a weekday, is. So Richard is out of the house for a while as he works at SeaTac Airport between Seattle and Tacoma. Actually in SeaTac, the city. There's a city named SeaTac. I didn't know that, but there is. And so since he's at the airport working for the FAA, it takes him kind of a while to get to and from. So he's at least gone for a few more hours. But Susan could be anywhere.
Okay. Hey, Susan, are you home?
Oh,
hey, it's me, Debbie. Susan? Sue. Hello.
So you roam through the house until you get to the back door, out to the backyard, where you can see Susan tending to the garden in the back.
Okay, I thought you were going to say she's like making out with the gardener or something.
Where she's dead.
Different kind of...
Sorry. Tending to the garden is the new slang for doing it.
Oh.
So.
For doing it.
Gotcha. Okay, wait. Is she really doing it, or is she just tending to her garden?
No, she's tending to a literal garden.
Okay. Wink. So, I'm gonna open up the sliding glass door, which I imagine it is.
Oh, it's definitely a sliding glass door, but there's also a
good.
screen door. Also.
Oh, okay.
So there's a glass door, and then there's like the screen, so you can keep the glass door open, but keep out bugs.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, Sue.
Oh.
Funny story.
So wait, is that Debbie? Debbie Deville?
Sure is. Yes.
Oh my goodness! What are you doing in my house? Didn't I lock the door?
Oh, okay. So super weird thing. I wish I would have thought about this beforehand. Says Debbie in her head. So I usually run around here. Running, because I'm trying to run one of those 3Ks for next Christmas tomorrow.
Oh, you started running, huh?
Yeah, I run, but I was running, and I know I'm not really dressed in my run clothes. It's very cold outside.
It's kind of weird that you're wearing jeans.
Well, yeah. Oh, you should see the pile of laundry I have right now.
Oh, we've all been
in my
there.
home. Yeah. Anyway, so I was out running in my jeans, and I saw that this mailbox had I could tell it was yours, and I just thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Oh my goodness, have you not been over since we moved?
No, I have not.
Oh dear, we gotta get you over. I'd love to give you a full tour of the house when I'm not, covered in dirt and tree sap and the like.
You're losing it, Austin.
Yes.
I am.
No, come back.
Get back to it. It's good.
Sorry. You know, dirt and tree sap and the like.
Oh yes. Well, maybe we could. Actually, what I need right now is a big favor, and I promise I'll make you some of my very good rosemary bread in return. But I think I need a ride back to my place right now.
Oh, can you not Can you not run? What happened?
Run.
What happened? You hurt yourself?
No, I've got this big blister.
Oh Lord,
It's-
let me
it's
see
a
it.
big
Come
one.
here, come here. I'll help you out. Come here.
Okay, Debbie starts to try to scratch her foot in her shoe while she's going over there. And then she gets over there and she's like, you know what? I think it's going to hurt more if I take off the shoe. I don't want to take off the shoe. It hurts. I need to get home, and just so lucky that I saw that you were you lived here.
All right.
Hoping that she doesn't
dear.
ask.
It's weird circumstances, but we go back. Look, listen. You go home. You take yourself a nice, relaxing bath, and you tend to that foot, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And don't forget
sure
about that
will.
bread. I'm very excited.
Oh, of course not.
I'll tell Richard you stopped by. We'll make some plans, okay?
Well, that sounds lovely.
All right. Well, let me just wipe myself off and change my shirt, and I will be ready to go.
Oh, thanks, Sue.
All righty. Do you want anything to drink? I got water.
yeah.
I got LaCroix. Is that how they say
you
it?
got some,
I'm really into that
do
LaCroix
you have-
stuff.
You've got some pop?
I think
You
I
like
got
a
a Diet
Coke?
Coke in the fridge.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
All right. So Susan goes to clean herself up so she can take you home, and you scored yourself a Diet Coke. Congratulations.
Hell
That was
yeah.
great.
I didn't have to roll
Yeah,
anything.
add it to your inventory. It's gonna be very important later.
I sure will.
Fantastic. After this very, very wet and wild encounter,
I feel like I would have called Hawk at this point. Like, Hawk?
like on your way back to Good Coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bring.
Yeah, Charlie?
We have a spill on aisle 2.
Yeah, I
but-
know. There's literally a monster that we're all trying to get right now, Charlie.
Well, we actually have another situation that you might want to clean up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just say if there's another situation that I may want to clean up?
Yeah.
Another situation. Hold on, Charlie. Before you even get into the details, I do just want to make sure that we are talking about a spill on an issue on top of the monster that's trying to kill people, specifically your mother, and then on top of that, the fact that the park rangers happen to also be after us for some reason. Who in their right mind would ever think that the park rangers would be? And you're telling me there's one more thing that I'm gonna have to take care of on my to-do list.
Yes, sir.
And they have guns.
Oh, this is one. Okay, I can't wait to hear this. Please.
So, I might have thrown a little bit of a temper tantrum and made a guy puke his guts out. And that kind of drew some attention. And then Mom tried to get us out, and then she got caught. And I about lost it again there. But then Alex showed up, and then he teleported in, did something. They all started asking questions as if they didn't know who they were. And then we teleported out and got scattered across the city.
So I did my part.
So there might be about like 20 people in a gun range right now who have no idea where they are, and there's a vomiting guy who is probably the owner in the center of it all.
Did I do good, Agent Hockey?
I
got them real good. They don't remember anything.
I just...
Also, I've been coughing up blood for a little bit, so I probably should get that checked out.
What the literal fuck were you thinking?
The thing is, like, I don't think it was me who did it.
No, I mean just the whole process of everything. Going to a gun range I guess with your mother, but without me around or Alex to help with the dark side, and then Alex poofing in and exposing yourself and showing this is...
In my defense, I feel like I should only be held accountable for my actions.
I'm not. I'm blaming all of y'all. Except Debbie. I'm not blaming Debbie. If Debbie's there...
I should go find her.
Yes. I will... No. Wait, no. Nope. Do not do anything. You stay where you are. I'm about to
Well, I'm on a crosswalk right now, so I feel like I would draw more attention
okay,
if I just
go
stayed
to
right.
go to good coffee, go home. I don't give a shit where you go. But stay there once you get there. And I'm about to go into a meeting with my superiors, and I'm sure by now they know. But hopefully I'm getting in front of this because this is not ideal. It's probably the best way to put it. And
Yeah.
I will come by and we will straighten this out when I'm a little bit more calm
Oh,
than
okay.
what I am right now.
Okay,
Goodbye, Charlie.
I love you.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Yo-
Alex.
I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
Yep. I heard that the first time. Thank you very much, Alex. Goodbye. I've already hung up.
All right. So
Okay.
with that, Hawk, you have had just one more shit pile thrown on top of your already pretty big shit pile, and I feel like the time has come for you to sort of account for all the things that have happened. So you're gonna have to deal with the agency.
Yes, I am going to have to deal with the agency.
So Commander Lawrence Pike is not happy with you at this moment, Hawk, and he calls you into his office.
Look, Pike, I'm not happy about this either. I say we just find a solution to the problem and
Hawkins?
move forward. Okay, I'm canning it.
Listen, I know you care a great deal about that kid, and I know that things have been sort of on the rise lately in terms of scary, spooky, weird activity. I get it. This is not the way to do it. Okay? I cannot have unaccounted for spooky shit happening on my watch. This organization was put together for the express purpose of monitoring that stuff and making it secret and dealt with. And so far, neither of those things have happened with you in charge of this mission, Hawk. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, sir. But before we continue with that tone of voice, I think that I should roll first to see what your reaction is to the situation.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna let you roll.
Okay.
He had some stuff to say.
Okay. No, I get it. All right. I'm sorry. I was just reading the description. I was like,
yeah.
it already sounds like I rolled a miss. What did I do?
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That is what's about to happen. But
All right, so give me that roll, and we'll go from there.
oh, an 8. Wow, that's lucky. Okay.
All right, so things aren't so great. You might get chewed out by your superiors and there'll be fallout, but you get what you need for the job. It's like, listen, Hawk. Okay. You're one of the best agents I got, which is why this is so difficult. This is a tough position that your little crew has put us in. Do you understand?
Yeah, I got it, Pike.
All right, I'm gonna pull those
I got
strings. I'm gonna pull those strings and see what I can do about those Rangers. At the very least, I'll guarantee that they'll be out of your way for you to work your whatever it is you're gonna do in 3 days. But
Here's the radio that we stole from their cabin. Just to let you know, this is the number of the phone that they have that they will be trying to track. Not that they're trying to track it, they're just trying to get back to who owns it, which is Charlie's mother. But maybe these things will help you a little bit. And last but not least, I can assure you that I will not let the spooky boy get anywhere near this anymore. Not after that. And, you're right. I care, but my job comes first. So I'll be taking care of both Charlie and Alex after this in a way that will keep them off your radar. Hopefully forever. I'm not killing them. I know that made it sound like I was going to murder one of them. I'm not going to murder either of them. You know what I meant.
he lets out a long sigh, and his head is just kind of in his hands, and he's rubbing like the bridge of his nose with his fingers. Not even looking at you at this point. He's like, "Look, take the take the radio and the phone number to Wilson. He'll get it sorted out. And he looks back up at you and he's like, "This is it, Hawk. This is all we got for this one."
Yep, first time a monster's actually trying to kill people, and this is what happens. Who'd have thunk that'd go poorly, huh?
All right, get out of here.
Bold move, Hawk. Bold.
Yeah, I'm walking out now.
Shut the door behind you.
I wouldn't have it. I don't want to hear you yelling. Of course, I'm shut the door.
Hawk, please get.
It's shut. It's already shut. It's already shut.